Here's a look at the impact of the latest storms on the water supply situation in California. This is part one of a two-part series addressing the water supply. From the California-Nevada River Forecast Center in Sacramento. Looking at precipitation over the past 7 days, we've seen about 2 to 3 inches in the mountains of California, including the main water supply regions of northern California, which includes the Lake Shasta region and the northern Sierra Nevada. The left panel shows precipitation over the last 7 days, and the right panel shows the precipitation, how it compares as a percentage of normal. So that's the last 7 days. How much have we had this water year since October 1st? Well, we've seen 20 to 30 inches in the water supply regions of California, northern Sierra Nevada and the Shasta region. And on the far north coast of California, they've had more than 60 inches of precipitation, so it's been pretty wet up there. But in general, the main water supply regions have received a little less than average for up to this point in the water year. We're getting precipitation, but we're not making up for the lack of precipitation that we've seen over the last few years. Again, the left panel shows the precipitation since October 1st of 2015. The right panel shows how that compares as a percentage of normal for this point in the water year. So due to the past 4 years of drought, we've seen a cumulative precipitation deficit that equates to about 1 year's worth of precipitation in Northern California and about 2 years' worth in Southern California. So there's quite a bit to make up for. If we focus on the cumulative precipitation deficit for the 8-station index, which covers the major water supply regions, again, focusing on Lake Shasta, Oroville, and Folsom, the gap works out to be about 47 inches, which is nearly 1 year's worth of precipitation, given that the average in the 8-station index is 50 inches per year. Now, while we haven't lost more ground this year, we're not on track to fully recover either. So we really need to have sustained above normal precipitation for a while, probably a couple of years. Just to summarize, recent precipitation is slightly above normal, but since October 1st, the cumulative precipitation is still just a little bit below average. The 4-year cumulative precipitation deficit is still about 1 year's worth in Northern California and about 2 years' worth in Southern California. In order to make up the cumulative deficit, Northern California would generally need to receive double the annual average precipitation this year, while Southern California would generally need to receive 3 times the annual average precipitation. This isn't likely to happen, especially in Southern California, and again, it's going to take a couple of years of above normal precipitation to really make up for this deficit. In part 2, we'll look at how our snowpack and reservoirs are doing.